How do you become a Supreme Court justice? Well, in Minnesota, judges, and this is true of all of our judges, trial court judges, appellate judges, were elected. The Constitution provides for the election of judges and justices in Minnesota. We're elected for 6-year terms. The Constitution also provides a process, though, if a judge leaves office during her term for whatever reason, she chooses to retire, the governor then appoints someone to fill that vacancy. And we have a merit selection process in Minnesota that the governor uses to make appointments for judges at all levels. And there is something called the Minnesota Judicial Selection Commission, which everybody can Google and find out more about. But the Judicial Selection Commission acts really as a hiring committee for the governor and screens applicants and vets them and makes recommendations to the governor about who the governor should interview, and then the governor does those interviews and makes the appointment. That's the path that I followed when I initially became a judge in Hennepin County. I went through the merit selection process and was appointed to the trial court bench. I served briefly there, and there was an opening then on the Minnesota Supreme Court. And the governor appointed me to the Supreme Court in January of 2006. I was then elected by the people of Minnesota in the fall of 2008 to a full term. That's the way our constitutional process works. If you come to the bench through appointment, then you stand for election. And so that's the path that I followed when I became a judge, when I became an associate justice on this court, and then when I became Chief Justice in July of 2010.